All right, guys, we got to talk about the starting two guard spot for the Sacramento Kings. Uh, right now, I think there are four positions that are freaking locked in the starting five. Point guard, obviously, De'Aaron Fox is going to be starting at the point. DeMar DeRozan will be starting at the three, in my opinion. Keegan Murray will be starting at the four, and Domantas Sabonis will be your starting center for the Sacramento Kings. That leaves the two spot wide open. And me personally, I see Keon Ellis. I see Malik Monk coming back with on an $80 million deal. I see Kevin Herter still on the team and on the roster. With that being said, I'm gonna go with Kevin Herter. Kevin Herter will be your starting two guard for the Sacramento Kings. Reason why, and let me just say that this is no knock on Keon Ellis. This is no knock on Malik Monk. They're both very capable of starting at the two. Obviously, Malik Monk is so vital to our team's success coming off the bench. So I have no problem keeping Malik Monk coming off the bench. But he's very capable, and I think deep down he will be in most of the games when the games are on the line, especially in the fourth quarter in the closeout lineup. But the reason why I think Kevin Herter is going to start the two is because I think you just cannot bring him off the bench. I just think that when you have DeMar DeRozan, Domantas Sabonis in the same starting lineup, you need shooting around those two guys. And Keegan Murray and Kevin Herter, wide open attempts are going to be better than ever. I mean, before Kev got all those wide open attempts from the DHO action and freeing up from Domantas Sabonis, but we got DeMar DeRozan now in the starting lineup. He's going to draw so much attention in double teams, and it's only going to be benefit Kevin Herter as a wide open knockdown shooter and Keegan Murray as well. I expect Kevin Herter and Keegan Murray both to be around the 40 plus percent spot up shooting this upcoming season. That's how I think speak highly of both of them. And yes, we know about Kevin Herter's name being in the rumor mill, and his name continued to be in the rumor mill. But I think that if we were to move Kevin Herter, I think we would have moved him by now. I think that Monty and staff have spoken highly of Kevin Herter and his game, and I think that they are going to have Kevin Herter be a part of the team moving forward, and I think that he will be in the starting lineup. I just don't see how he comes off the bench, guys. Honestly speaking, like we know what we got in Keon. Obviously, we know what we got in Malik. Um, Defensively, obviously, we're better with Keon in the starting five in the lineup as a starter. And Malik Monk, obviously, you can argue that he's more all around better player than Kevin Herter. But I feel like if you bring Kevin Herter off the bench, it's just not a good fit coming off the bench with the rest of the bench players. And I feel like that's where Malik Monk is so vital to our team's success coming off the bench. And, he brings that fire off the bench. And we need Malik to continue to thrive in that role and get that Six Man of the Year award. So, and Keon too. Defensively, the Kings were much better when Keon started for Kevin Herter last season when he went out with an injury. Uh, you know, Tenacious defender, can definitely spread the floor and catch and shoot and spot up and shoot in transition. I love Keon's game. I love his game is so smooth and fluid, and I obviously want him to get better as well. And having Keon and Malik Monk come off the bench while knowing that Devin Carter is out, I expect those two to take over when they come in the second unit. And having a Keon Ellis and a Malik Monk coming off your bench is a lot better than other benches around the league. Because let's face it, those two are very dynamic in their own way, and especially defensively, Keon Ellis can get after it. We've seen how good Keon Ellis has been defensively on the defensive end. But yeah, I'm gonna say Kevin Herter will be your starting shooting guard. All points, all the signs point that the Kings will keep him around. And they want him to have a bounce back year. And root for Kevin Herter. He went through a lot of shit this past season. Definitely expect a good bounce back season to where he was in the 2022-2023 NBA season. We've seen Red take over games with the shooting, man. I mean, I remember back that season, the playoff season, I was he just scored like 15 or 17 points all in the second half against the Phoenix Suns, and he took over that game, and the Kings pulled away with that win against the Phoenix Suns back then. And many games that year, Kev took over. I mean, last year wasn't so much, but the talent's there, man. The talent is still there. I think he's going to be hungry to prove that he still is a very good basketball player, and he is. He's a very good basketball player. Just inconsistency was really pretty wild last season, and I think that he can get back to his consistent ways um, during that playoff year that he had, and he showcased that. So, with that being said, guys, let me know your guys' thoughts on who should be the starter at the 2. I'm gonna go with Kevin Herter because he is a Sacramento King, and if Kevin Herter was not on the team, I'd probably say Keon Ellis would be the starting 2 guard. That's not saying Malik Monk is very capable of not being that. He's very capable of being that. But trust me, man, Malik Monk is cool with coming off the bench. Obviously, if he wants to start, I'm pretty sure he would voice his opinion about starting. But I can guarantee you, when the game's on the line, Malik Monk's going to be on the court with Fox, DeRozan, Murray, and Sabonis. There's just no question about that. But in terms of starting and spreading the floor and having another shooter in the starting lineup besides Keegan Murray, I think it would truly benefit DeRozan, Sabonis, and De'Aaron Fox to thrive off those 2 shooters in Kev and Keegan Murray. So that's why I think Kevin Herter will be your starting shooting guard when the season starts. So with that being said, guys, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning in for this evening video. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys have yourself a wonderful evening. Take care. God bless. Keep pushing forward. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.